Well, it finally happened. Disneyland gave me the message, and it looks like they want to take a break. But hey, if Disney wants to see other people, two can play at that game. So after getting dumped by Disney, I'll be spending the next 4 weekends in search of another match. I'm Jessica, and this is Weekend Runaways.
We are on the Rebound, and our first Rebound is the guy that kind of feels just like the guy, but just a little bit different. And for us, that's Universal Studios Hollywood. So we're gonna check out this park and we're gonna compare it to Disney. Let's see what this park has to offer us.
Joining me on this blind date adventure is my husband, Jeff, who was also banned. My fault too. And since we've both been out of the dating scene for a while, we've recycled our lists for a life partner and applied it here to the park. Attractiveness, generosity, and heart. Now, with that in mind, let's get vulnerable in Universal Studios Hollywood.
Just got off The Secret Life of Pets. I have not seen the movie, but oh my goodness, that was like the cutest ride. And it was themed so well. I did think it was a really good example of how to properly mix practical effects and sets with some more high-tech screens and things like that.
Not to keep bringing him up, but Disneyland's closest ride to this was Monsters, Inc. And Life with Pets blew that ride out of the water. It did make us hungry though.
Oh my gosh, look at these nachos. This was the same price as these two tacos.
I made a mistake.
Honestly, the nachos are definitely big enough to split between 2 adults. And if you're gonna go for one, I'd go for the nachos. Just finished lunch and it was absolutely delicious. Again, recommend the nachos. We did also get the handy dandy refillable cup. I think we're on refill number 2. So really cool thing about Universal Hollywood is that the very world that they're trying to portray in the park, the actual world is right out here. We have a beautiful view of Burbank, which is where all the movie studios are. This is Universal Studios lot, where a lot of stuff is actively being filmed. And right over there, you can see Warner Brothers lot. But now we're gonna head down into the lower lots and we're gonna try to hit up some of the more thrilling rides and see what that's like. Jurassic World is only 5 minutes.
If you can see me, I need you to keep your hands inside the boat.
Jurassic World is a bit more thrilling than I thought. And we did get wet, by the way. The Mummy is only 10 minutes, so we're gonna head in. Well, I screamed quite a bit more than I thought I was going to on that ride. It kind of felt like what being in like a car wreck feels like. Right at the end, Optimus Prime comes down and looks at you and goes, "Your bravery saved the planet." And I was like, thank you, Optimus Prime. I needed to hear that today. So, I don't know, I think it is worth a ride, especially if you like Transformers.
I'm Shia LaBeouf.
The rides were thrilling and the wait time short, so naturally we assumed Mario Kart would be a home run. Jeff had high hopes for this one, and the 25-minute queue had some of the best theming in all the park, so hopefully the ride would live up to the hype.
I feel the need for speed.
I'll let Jeff explain this one.
For a ride that's about a game of speed, that is the slowest ride I've ever been on. Very slow, be good for kids. I don't really think the augmented reality thing was quite there yet. I think if there's a short line, it's good, but I wouldn't wait longer than 45 minutes for it.
The Nintendo World itself was cute. It gave me Toontown vibes, but other than the ride and the restaurant, there wasn't that much to do. So we headed back up the escalator and onto the Simpsons.
I will say the theming is pretty great. It's kind of like a carnival feeling. They have like fair games around it. And of course the Simpsons are great. It is pretty thrilling. It's a pretty good ride. I personally get a little sick on it. So if that's something that happens to you easily, I'm not sure I would recommend it.
One ride that caught us off guard was the Universal Studio Tour, which took us by tram throughout the actual movie sets of some of the greatest films of all time. We quickly realized we were on historic ground.
It's so unique, and the fact that we're in Hollywood, I mean, it takes you around to the studios that are actually working right now on Universal property, and Hill Valley from Back to the Future, that was amazing. The Psycho House, that might have been my favorite, not gonna lie. That was pretty surreal to drive right by it.
The water that comes down from Big Fat Liar.
Oh yeah. It was amazing. If you're a fan of movies at all, like, this is going to touch you in a way that nothing else can. It is quite lengthy, so just keep that in mind. It's going to take a big chunk out of your day, but if you just plan on that, then you're good to go.
With Halloween Horror Nights closing the park early, Jeff and I saved the best for last.
We have now walked into the Hogwarts section, which is the village of Hogsmeade from Harry Potter. And I gotta say, this area truly has the best theming of any other area of the park. We are now headed in to Hogwarts. This has got to be possibly one of my favorite rides ever. It is everything you want in a ride. I mean, the queue, don't even get me started. It is the most themed, beautiful queue I've ever walked through. It's one of those rides where I wish it had a longer wait so I could spend more time in the queue, because you walk through all of the castle. All right, so we just finished the Hogwarts ride, but now we're gonna check out the other roller coaster that they have here that's more geared towards children. Starting to get a little hungry and need a little pick-me-up snack. So here in Hogsmeade, we're gonna go over to one of the snack trolleys, and they have these meat pies, which just make me feel like I'm in England, so I'm so excited to try it. Let's see how it is. We came in here, and we're gonna try out this Hogwarts meat pie. Ooh, it's so warm. Oh. That's good. You can see the meat and vegetables.
It's like a Marie Callender's chicken pot pie.
Hi. Can I have 2 frozen butterbeers? Frozen butterbeer is so refreshing on a hot day. It's basically a butterscotch drink, and it is so good. It comes in regular and frozen. So this was about $10 per drink. It is a little pricey for one drink, but it's actually quite a lot, and honestly, I think it's worth it, so.
All right, so how did our dates stack up on our list? We'll rate these with a handshake, hug, and a kiss. We'll start with generosity. Daily pricing was high, over $100, which we'd consider less reasonable than Disney, given that the park was closing at 6 p.m. for Halloween Horror Nights. But parking didn't help, with prices ranging from $35 to $75. So for that, they get a handshake. As for attractiveness, while the rides in various lands all worked well on their own, they struggled to fit together into one cohesive experience. Disneyland works overtime to preserve your immersion, but here you can see the Minions, Optimus Prime, and Krusty the Clown all before finishing your Butterbeer. It felt like dating the guy who showed up with cowboy boots and a tuxedo. It all clashed, even if the pieces on their own, like Hogwarts, were amazing. And for that, they get a hug. Then finally, we have heart, which is something this park was full of. From its hills that overlook Hollywood to all the history that's preserved on its studio tour, Universal packs an emotional punch that will catch you off guard again and again. And for that, we gave him a kiss. So, add it all together, Universal was a lovable teddy bear. Definitely not a bad choice, but not an obvious winner. The kind of guy you'd put in the friend zone, knowing maybe, just maybe, he'll crawl his way out and win you over for good.
All right, well, we just finished up our date here with our Universal Rebound, and he was great. You know, he really got us out there again, got us trusting again, got us having fun again. And I gotta say, I really recommend Universal Studios, but I think I'm gonna play the field a little bit more. It's a little too soon. I don't wanna be tied down. So we're gonna see who else we can find out there. So let's do it.
Anyway, what do you think of my choice? Am I being too picky? Dating can be so confusing, so leave us some comments as we prepare for Bachelor number 2. Anyway, we hope you enjoyed this video. Please hit like and subscribe and stay tuned for more Weekend Runaways.